Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday, and as I'm pre-recording this on a Thursday, I have no idea how the game on Saturday went, the match between Croatia and Russia. I mean, I do hope we won, but in case we lost, congratulations to Russia, you have an excellent team. Now, about this game, again, it's Rashid Nezhmetdinov, a Nezhmetdinov game to brighten your day. It was played in 1966, and he faces a Russian international master, Vladimir Dmitrievich Sergievsky. And it's quite weird. I mean, I couldn't find a single photo of Vladimir Sergievsky. I even searched the Russian Wikipedia. Perhaps I missed it somehow, but I couldn't find a single reference to him. And he was a very active player. He played for his entire life, and I mean, he was a very strong international master. So it's very odd that I couldn't find any reference to him. If any of you are able to do so, or have a link to his photo, do share, and I will put all of it in the description below so people can check it out. So let's see the game. We have e4 and c5, the Sicilian defense. Knight to f3, e6, d4, c captures on d4, knight captures on d4, and a6. So the Khan variation. And as we've just checked out the 1936 Moscow International Tournament, you all saw that game, Capablanca versus Ilya Abramovich Khan. So this is a variation named after him. So there you have it. Your vast knowledge has just been increased. Knight to c3, queen to c7, and bishop to e2. We have knight to f6, castles by Rashid, knight to c6, and bishop to e3 now. So simply just developing, transposing into the Bastrikov variation of the Taimanov, and bishop to b4. Bishop to b4 is a move that allows white perhaps a bit too much. Here Rashid immediately plays knight captures on c6, b captures on c6, and queen to d4. Now forcing Sergievsky to decide what to do with the bishop on b4, either to capture the knight or to go back, maybe bishop to e7 or bishop to d6. c5 is a move that doesn't seem all that natural. I mean, why would you block your bishop here on b4? But the engine actually very much enjoys this move and pretty much says it forces a draw. After we move the queen, now bishop to b7, attacking d4 pawn, and after a3, attacking the bishop, now comes c4, attacking the queen. Captures, 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 now comes bishop captures, pawn captures, and simply bishop captures here. The material is equal and the black's pawn structure is even better, so black actually very much enjoys c5 in this position, the engine. But in the game, bishop to d6 was played, attacking the h2 pawn, and here comes f4, protecting h2 and also preparing e5 to win material here. e5, black pushes himself, we have queen d2, e captures on f4, bishop captures, we have bishop captures, rook captures, and now d6. And here comes rook 8 to d1, attacking the weak d7 pawn, d6 pawn, and black has to defend it via king to e7, which was played in the game. And here rook to f2. This might seem like a very strange move too. Why would no reverse give Rashid move back with a piece? But it's actually an attacking move. Rashid wants to centralize his queen with queen to d4, but he doesn't want to allow queen to a7, forcing an exchange of queens as the king is now open that the f-pawn moved. So before playing queen to d4, Rashid has to play rook to f2. Now queen to a7 will be pretty useless as there is a rook on f2. Black played h6 and now queen to d4. Now, as we've said, queen a7 is pretty much useless as queen captures on d6 is coming. And here was probably the last moment in the game where you could have played, where Sergievsky could have played rook to d8 and continued the game, but he decided to play bishop to e6. He developed and he missed Nezhmetdinov's next move. So feel free to pause the video here, find Nezhmetdinov's next move, win this game for white, and truly have an excellent Sunday. So I will give it a couple of seconds as usual. For those of you who were able to do it, congratulations, you are truly having an excellent Sunday. And for those of you who just want to enjoy the show or are maybe lazy on a Sunday, here Nezhmetdinov played e5. Now, you do have to react to this. First of all, your knight on f6 is under attack. If you move the knight, for example, knight d5, then you get captures on d6 with check, queen captures, and now knight to e4, attacking the queen. Queen moves, and now c4, attacking the knight. And now white just won the game. Knight has to move, queen captures on g7, and there's really not all that much you can do here. Queen f7 is coming, you have to block this, but simply rook captures, and now black's position simply falls apart. Knight checks, king moves, knight checks here, you capture, now comes c5, you have to move the king from the protection of the queen, king moves, and now queen captures on c7. Just one of the variations that shows why you cannot play knight d5. So in the game, d captures on e5 was played, but now comes Rashid's idea, queen to c5. Checking the king, and now forcing the black king to stay in the center of the board. King e8, and now comes rook captures on f6. This is basically the idea that that was in the air all along, but you know, the queen had to be here controlling this diagonal, as the rook is controlling this diagonal, this file. So now there's really nothing to do. I don't know if black resigned here, but I believe g captures was played, and only after Sergievsky captured the exchange sacrifice did he resign the game. Why did he resign? Well, also a nice position for you to analyze. It's not very complicated, but you know, it will surely improve your Sunday if you find the right continuation for white. So feel free to do it. For those of you who were able to do it, congratulations once again. Your Sunday is truly spectacular. Here, Nezhmetdinov would play knight to e4, and now it's all over. The queen is slicing all the way to f8, rook is slicing all the way to d8, knight captures on f6 is coming. This is completely over. There's really no good way to defend this. If you block the rook's file with bishop to d5, rook will simply capture it, as you cannot recapture. The queen is undefended on c7. If you try something like bishop to d7, if bishop to d7, then comes knight f6 check, king moves, now comes even bishop to g4, completely piling up on that bishop on d7 as it's pinned, and here there's really nothing to do. Captures, and after you try to run away, it's all over. A discovered check, king goes here, and now rook d7 will win you the queen. So basically the only perhaps reasonable move would be queen to e7, but now you get queen captures on c6 with check. King moves, queen captures on a8 with check, king moves, and now you can simply capture here, and you are up a whole knight and a pawn. But you know, even without the extra piece, the three connected pass pawns would win you the game. So yeah, after this g captures on f6, even without playing knight to e4, Vladimir Dmitrievich Sergievsky resigned the game, and a beautiful victory for Rashid Nezhmetdinov. So yeah, that's the game. I do hope you enjoyed it. Once again, very interested how the game will turn out on Saturday. So yeah, best of luck to everyone. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed it, and as I always say after a Nezhmetdinov game, you know, do share the name of Rashid Nezhmetdinov with your friends and family. You know, show them a couple of games Rashid played. You know, they will surely enjoy it, and then they will show it to all of their friends, and then you know, one day perhaps Rashid Nezhmetdinov will be granted the title of Grandmaster. And also I will put a link in the description below with some previous videos from Rashid Nezhmetdinov. I have an entire playlist, so if you like Rashid, if you like his style, I mean, who doesn't, you know, feel free to check out those as well. So yeah, I would like to thank Brian Griffey and Paul May for a contribution to my channel. Thank you a lot, I really appreciate it. As usual, you can check 2 of my previous videos here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with another nice Nezhmetdinov game to brighten your day.